What's going on, guys? Was Andrew Tate's arrest a PR stunt, or did he really do these horrible things? Andrew Tate just put out a message to his Twitter, and it reads as follows.
Andrew Tate just tweeted out saying, "My case isn't criminal, it's political. If you want to know the truth, you need to look deep into the Romanian politics."
So Andrew is saying that this could be political, and why would he think that? Well, apparently there's a position that hasn't been occupied for about 3 years, and one person in general is trying to occupy that position, and they happen to put an ad out showing their intentions a day before Tate's arrest. Let's take a look.
Cătălin Tache, a Romanian journalist, writes for the National.ro website an article where he makes a connection between the Tate brothers case and the Romanian election year 2024. He states that the Directorate for Investigating Crime and Terrorism has had the leadership position vacant since 2020, and ironically, on the 28th of December, a day before the Tate brothers were arrested, the Minister of Justice puts out an ad stating they want to occupy this position. By arresting the most Google man in the world, the present management team would score a victory in the run for leadership, drawing the conclusion that, and I quote, "at a certain level of the system this is actually considered an ordinary PR stunt," end quote. Why? He implies that the D code could have some influence over what will happen in the Romanian election year 2024, taking into consideration that the new leader will be appointed by the Romanian president on the 1st of March at the beginning of the electoral race. So, landing such a big case will provide a life raft for the current management team and their political affiliation. And obviously, whoever is going to be the head of this organization might provide some dirt on various political rivals and could influence what will happen in Romania for the next 4 years. What we can understand from this article is the fact that the Tates are just pawns in the grand scheme of things. For their own internal games of power, the Romanian justice and political system are going to capitalize on the notoriety that the Tates possess. Ensuring a thorough investigation and an aggressive prosecutor, as stated by the most prolific forensic psychologist in one of his interviews, the Romanian justice system is under pressure to deliver their best performance so far.
So if all this is true and the election concludes on March 1st, I think it's probably safe to say if this is the reason, if this is what they're doing, then Tate might not make it out until after March. Because yeah, they got him in there, but if they're trying to achieve the effect that they want and it's for the election, they're going to have to keep him in there. And if he does get released, it's going to be under very tight circumstances. Do I think they're going to release him before they're ready? No, I don't, because he's done talked about having a whole bunch of different passports and you can't cancel them all and he can just leave anytime. Would he leave during this situation if they did let him out? I don't think he would. I think he would stay right there and do what he's supposed to probably. But again, I don't know the man, so I don't know. Yeah, a lot of his videos are embellished, but, explain that to the prosecution and explain that to the judge. They're probably not going to want to hear it, and they're probably going to say, "Oh, well, just in case, we're going to keep him in there." So what do you think? Do you think this has anything to do with it? Do you think the U.S. government and big tech is pressuring Romania on top of this? Or do you think that Andrew is just a horrible person? So is his brother. So is that cop lady in Georgiana. And then they should all be put underneath the jailhouse. Is that what you think? Remember, I just made a video saying that what he's been doing with the cam girl industry is sketchy at best, but I can understand parts of it because at least these girls get to make money off of their body, but they don't get to continually be railed by a new guy every day to do so. So there's really two ways you can look at it, and for one to be right, the other doesn't really have to be wrong. Two things can be true at the same time. But here's my biggest question to you. Has this man improved your life? Has he changed how you think about things? And if all this is true, does that negate all the progress that you've made in your personal life because of this man? Does this make the man's whole message not true anymore? Yeah, it would be real crappy. And I hope to God that it's not true. I really do. But if you've been inspired and made progress in your life, and that was the spark that ignited it, then good for you. There's going to be a lot of people in your life, not just influencers, but there's going to be a lot of people in your personal life that are just here for a season, and God put you and them crossing paths so that you can learn a little something on the way. Are you supposed to learn your entire life from one person? No, but you take stuff from here, you take stuff from there. And a lot of things this man said has been very, very true. Do I like a lot of the things he does? Do I agree with it all? No, I don't. And I don't think that there's any one man on this planet that I fully agree with every single thing that they're doing. And if you fully agree with another person, you're doing one or two things. You're either lying or you have no original thoughts at all because you haven't sat down and thought about anything very hard. Nobody fully agrees with anybody. That's the way it is on this life. And if there's somebody fully agreeing with everything you say and do, you better watch out because that person might kill you in your sleep. They're a psychopath. And there's other influencers I've watched and tried to learn something from. Ethan Klein, there's nothing to learn there. There's nothing to learn. I don't want to be fat, depressed, really angry, and talking very horrible about people 24/7. Guy's wife hates him. If he didn't pay his crew good money, they wouldn't even be around him. They don't even look like they want to be his friend half the time. Logan Paul. Maybe we can scam our audience like Logan Paul. And he's pulled off not one scam, not two scam, not three scam, but basically like at least 4 scams. And that's just the most recent ones. I haven't dug into his whole past because I don't care that much about it. But I do know with the crypto zoo, he scammed a lot of people and took a lot of people's money. And it took him 3 videos to even apologize. The guy who called him out, he was going to sue him, but that guy's completely right. And he still ain't fixed the situation. He's not refunding anybody. He's just going to give you some benefits. And they're going to burn their tokens. Oh, I'm sure nobody wants this game. No one wants you to continue with Crypto Zoo. Everybody just wants their money back. You photoshopped Adobe stock images together and you sold it to really dumb people that don't know much about any of this stuff. To most people, it's an obvious scam, but some of these people are real young and some of them just got more money than sense. But still, it's not right to take their money under any circumstances. Then you got his 99 photo collection. You got the Dink Doink. And then Prime Energy Drink. I don't understand why I've seen videos of kids getting excited, crying because they got a Prime for Christmas. And then some people's bootlegging them for hundreds of dollars in certain areas. Why? Why does anyone want to drink the garbage? Like it probably costs 5 cents to make, and it's in brightly labeled bottles like a toxic frog. You know, the ones that warn you, hey, stay away, do not consume. So you tell me, what is sicker? Taking money from your fans, from people that love you, people that adore what you're doing and trying to support you, or taking money from a man that's cheating on his wife, talking to these web girls, falling in love with someone he's never met before when he's married, and neglecting his own family. Both situations aren't right, but one's clearly worse than another. Andrew Callahan, Channel 5 News. Oh, well, he's so good with his journalism. He's so fair and unbiased. And wow, we wish more journalists could be like him, but apparently he's being a straight menace to society, all these places he was going and just attacking all these women. He's had more people come out on him lately than I've heard of anybody coming out on anyone in recent years, other than the Epstein. But I'm just making a point. Is Andrew doing the same thing Epstein's doing? No, he's leagues under. They say Epstein was sleeping with like 8 girls a day, 8 real young girls per day, all day, every day. Andrew is just an awkward guy who liked to get drunk, talk shit to women, and he's not very handsome. And he's probably frustrated and don't know why the women don't want to sleep with him. And he just thinks if you just keep persisting that they'll do it because he's famous and everything. And what more could you want? Now he's got money and he's famous. Why wouldn't you sleep with me? But he learned real quick that the internet's not going to put up with it. And he says he's got an alcohol problem, which I can believe. I've seen so many people ruin their lives and do so many horrible things due to alcohol, including myself. I also have a video talking about Alex Jones and Kanye and what ruined both of their lives. And can you guess what it is? That's right, alcohol. I will try to attach this to the end of the video if you want to watch it. But until next time, if you don't remember anything I've said, please remember this one thing. Don't forget to be good on your way to becoming great. See you and God bless.